Hello. Welcome to my stream late night talks from Romantic Developer. It's number 51 from my at least 152 days challenge. I hope more. If you're attracted by some title, text, description, keywords, and you don't want to listen the whole stream because it could be long, I invite you to jump right into the action. Just see uh, video video chapters, yeah, video sections or chapters created for you by my AI friend. Yeah, we we talked about my AI friend pretty long time and how to use it effectively. Still, we have something to do with it because I'm building tool which help me to automate stream descriptions and everything. But right now, I jumped into different topics connected to human energy, human life energy, how it's connected to your or my. Because again, everything I told you, it's my experience, it's my problem, it's something I want to fix, it's something I want to improve. So my uh, my energy level, my life energy level is connected to my money, how I manage my money and how I manage my time. It's all connected. When I have more energy, I do it more effectively. When I have less energy, I do it less effective. I want to be more effective. I don't want to be super effective hero like I get up and never stop till the night and do it every day. It's not fun at all, but at the same time, it's not fun at all when you get up and you do very little and it's evening, and you get up, do very little, it's evening, and you don't have time to do really cool stuff and so on. So I want to find balance. I want to find a way to improve my energy level and at the same time, yeah, unlock a way how to achieve more. So during previous streams and basically during the very last stream, we discussed something which helped me, and yeah, we divide everything, all we can do with money, energy, and time into its own categories. And for time, we said that it's still important to organize it and do some plans. Even if plans will not work, it's important to make them. And yeah, about how I try to work. I mean, sometimes I, of course, can do it without it, sometimes with it, but that techniques like help me uh, when I stuck, when I stuck with the work. So when I can do very little, if I use that technique, if I'm not too lazy to do the techniques, I got unstuck. It's very simple. It's just 25 minutes of work. Doesn't sound like complete, yeah, unbelievable thing. 25 minutes. You just you just try to do the work. I'm not saying do the work because sometimes it's always really hard for that. But let's imagine we are a person without clinical problems. So it's just maybe some psychological, some energy levels, something which we could do some work. So, and if we need, we just say, okay, now I'll just start and do like 25 minutes of work. I put my phone away. I'll, unless you do your work on phone, yes. I switch on or move to the next screen some of my chats, my social network. So I try to create an environment which distracts me very little or no, of course, ideal no distraction at all. And then you just go and start working for 25 minutes, which is not a huge deal. And once it's completed, you can mark it as done, and then give yourself some break. Uh, in an hour or 2 hours, you provide yourself a very little break, and then you could do like longer break. So you do like 25 minutes and provide your break, not like 5 minutes, but like half an hour or maybe hour. Mm, Basically, not break, but you just could include something into the plan to like go to lunch or maybe drink coffee, relax, and try to also combine it with something. So if you do some stuff which is not too healthy, maybe include it into that break. So go for lunch and read the news. I'm saying that news not always are healthy, especially if you spend too much. So, and let's say that we have some cards. I showed you those cards before. So it's cards like, okay, it's card like that. Give me a second. Maybe I can switch the light. Okay, it's card like this. Oh, I need to hide somehow. Okay. No, it's still complex. So it's, let me try to draw you something. So basically, what is that is card? There are plenty of those cards everywhere, but let me say, like task 1, task 2, so there is some table like that. Can it, okay. So it has like task 1, and you see some circles, and then number 2. And task 2, it's have some circles, and 3. It's mean that task 1 will take 2 intervals, and task 3 will take 3 intervals. And 3 intervals, it's mean basically 25 multiply 3, um, approximately 1.5 hour. 2 intervals, it's approximately 1 hour. Of course, it will be 50 minutes only, but we could say that. And once you complete 25 minutes, you just go and fill the circle. And at the end, you will see picture like initially picture like that. You just fill the circle. And then when you do another half an hour, like 25 minutes, you again fill the circle. And filling those circles, it's just taken maybe less than a half a minute, maybe 10 seconds or so. But somehow it's helped me to, okay, it's not like very small present for myself. I do the circle, and because I see that that paper before my eyes, I see that progress. I see visualization of what I did, and it's encouraged to do slightly more. So it's something helped me at least to get started. So I really could advise that thing. Oh, I just noticed that I was very small, and I already threw that paper away. Okay, hopefully you saw it. If you have any questions, just ask. I'll we can talk about it on next stream. Sorry for that. So time, it's called Pomodoro, and there is that techniques description. It could be not like 25/5. It could be different amounts. How it works for you. Okay, and so it's a description which I'll put into some wordings before. So it's benefits of that: improved focus, better time management, reduce burnouts, mm, increase awareness of time. It's all true, but again, don't expect any miracles. For me, it's just a way to get started and way of get going. I never filled all the circles in my list because I always have like good list, even with one main task and five secondary. I never filled all the circles, but at least filling some of them helped me a lot. Helped me a lot. Okay. Also, we said about organization, different areas of your life, and we talked about writing plans for your future and distant plans. So dreams, distant plans. And then for money, build your clear picture of your income, expenses, and current state of things on all your accounts. How many you owe, uh, how many it will take you to pay off your all your debts, how many you have everywhere, and so on and so on. It also will help you to lose more energy. Again, there is also sync between time and energy. It's all about plans, yes, but I probably put something into the time or energy. Let me try to put something into the energy. Maybe it's time. Again, I say it's very connected, very connected. So, and that, let's say, a full list of everything you should do. And that list, it's dynamic. So today, so we all should have those lists. Why? Because you just cannot keep in memory all you need to do, especially if you need to do multiple things. So if you need to do like several dozens of things, you start forgetting about them. If you need to do overall, or like you dream, you planned, etc., or some small things, etc., like 100 things, which is not as unbelievable as it could sound, because if you will calculate all the small things you pending for your work, uh, maybe you'll calculate maybe not 100, but at least 50, 40 easily. And of course, you cannot keep all of them in mind, and you start forgetting them. And every forgotten thing is something which will just sip your energy, like Langeron, as we discussed during the past stream. Langerons, or Langerons, Langeron. Still don't know. It's creatures which eat time in one of novel of Stephen King. So if you know how to spell it properly, put in comment. I will appreciate it. So, but if you will just write everything, it will not be organized, and again, it could eat your energy. So you need to think about how you make it enjoyable, and even those lists organized. It's one thing, and then we will talk a lot about how to pick up the things from this list and how to plan what to do, because of course there are more important things, less important things, some things you should do, some things you could do, something is good to have to do. And we try to think about some rules which I found are okay with me, because again, when you a person with low energy and when you're a person with a huge list to do, and that type of person, just keeping all the things under your eyes, it's not making you happy for sure. It's make you slightly depressed, because when this thing is large, and it would be large, it means that you most probably couldn't do that because it's large. But if would be more organized, what is better? Maybe this is better. And now you could probably see that circle light in my eyes. Yeah, I don't like the circle light a lot, so yeah, it's not so important. It's not, I'm not doing a stream about styles. It should be fine if I will be slightly in darkness. Yeah. So about how to pick up the things and how to get it organized and how not to lose energy just having that list under your eyes, and how to actually start doing it. We will talk about how to do things step by step. It's something which also helped me. When you have huge things, you just plan to spend very few time. I mean, like half an hour, which surely will not help you to complete the task. Surely will not help you, but at least you will do something, and it's got moving. Like with documents, or with, yeah, like with documents, I have a huge amount of documents. I haven't reviewed them over the last maybe 6-7 years, and they take about like some huge amount of space, some big booklets, some big paper holder boxes, not boxes, I don't know, something like boxes. It's like taking maybe 6 paper boxes of documents, and I don't need so much, and I want them organized. I won't throw away a lot of this. And what I do, uh, normally, again, I'm doing it with different type of documents. Most recent one right now, but I just take few of them, like that amount, and I just try to organize those. And I threw away like half of them, or maybe more, and I just keep going. And then, okay, time comes to the end. I said, do I want to continue? Maybe another half an hour. If not, it's okay. If I want, I could do that. It will increase percentage of what I've done. So a full list of everything you should do, I should do. I found that I could divide it into several big categories. And why it's important, I'll tell you. Oh, by the way, I have my dinosaur. I do some testing of some filament, and it's dinosaur. Mm, should be like that. Let me transition. Oh, now it's better. I'm nice dinosaur. It's small hands, small wings, but a good tail. Mm, oh, yeah, at least something. So it's nice. It's not so visible on the camera, not so visible on the camera, but there are small white dots, and it's like sparkling. Is it sparkling? And it's nice. It's something really hard to take on camera. I tried to photo it, but I couldn't see the sparkles at all. but when you look at it, there are sparkles. So it's not from diamond, it's from some filament, and filament has something in it which creates that effect of sparkles. Small amount, not huge, and it's nice. For some reason, I like that filament. It creates some magic. Okay, so a list of categories. And I try to, so for every category, try to, the rule. Human can only remember maybe like 5, 7 things, maybe 5, 10. 7 is something in the middle. So keep in mind at the same time. Yeah, 7 things. That's why it's better to have team organization in companies when you have only about not more than 7 um, your employees which reports to you. Of course, you can have like 50, no issues, um, but you cannot handle them effectively. But you could handle like 5 or 7, and those 5 or 7 could handle another 5 or 7, and with that you just need to handle those 5 or 7, and others will be happy too because they have a lot of attention from their managers. At the same time, sometimes you can have like skip meeting or something. There are a lot of tons of such practices, but you just do that, and here's a person, because people like to speak with someone who is higher than their manager. mm, Speak kind of freely, truthfully, and you as a manager, you can listen to them, make some notes, provide them feedback, immediate feedback, and then throw them away. I mean, not people, but all those problems, all those questions. Unless it's quite important question, you could write it down to your list, and that's it. So you will not keep thinking about every person all the time, or you will just spend all your energy on that. So good thing about 7 things: 7 person, 7 people, 7 subordinates. So list. Let's try to make it um, really small. So I suggest some categories like home, work. Mm, I created something. Let me just look at it, because, and it's not here. Oh, come on. I have a ton of notebooks, like that is one notebook. Uh, there are other notebook. Where is my? So I like to put something organized in the notebooks, but actually it's not helping me to get things very organized. Another one, and those one, yeah, it's for my projects, some of my projects, some of my learnings. Do- don't think it's all helping me actually, but so it's not helping me as much as I want, but I'm trying all the time, and sometimes something moving, sometimes not, sometimes it stopped, and that's it. No, not here. Give me a few minutes, sorry. um yeah, and I switch the screen once again because I want to share with you my categories. I just remember I tried to put them somewhere. My plans, courses. Yeah, it's my plans before I have good notebook for my plans. Yeah, it's my courses. I don't exactly remember where I put that notebook. I don't exactly remember. I remember it green, but I don't see it. Okay, so we have some categories: home, work. So home, it's like your household. Yes. Work, it's your like main work which brings money. Mm. Let's call family. Everything related to your family or close friends. Because there are some tasks, which related to your family or friends or your mother, father, your kids, whatever. So I'd say it's hobbies. Who we are without hobbies? It could be everything. Hobbies. So it could be hobbies, courses, learnings. If it's not required by work, it's something you want to do in your free time. And I don't know, hobbies, like where to put projects. I have probably it's a separate category. I don't exactly remember. So let's try to do that like that. It's not the right order. I'll try to do it better. So five probably it would be health. Let's call it health, but it's not just your health. It's also your physical activity. Physical activity. Your diet or meal plan. I don't know how to call it in English. So what you eat or how you eat, when you eat, and like how many glasses of water do you drink and when. If you take in some vitamins or supplements, so uh, you're planning of your doctor visits, you go outside for walk, you do some exercise, you just get up and do very basic exercises when you resting and when you have some pause. Everything is important. It's all your health. Without your health you couldn't do your sleep. Let's call sleep regimen. Is it a word? Even regimen? Oh, tomato. Systematic plan. Okay, maybe regimen is a good word. Maybe regimen is a good word. Sleep regimen. Okay. Also, probably yes. I have different, something. It could fit into hobbies if you want, but I just want to have more organized my projects, which also probably part of hobby, but it's part of my future, part of my dreams. So let's call projects. All your projects you are doing is not part of the work. So hobbies, it's something for fun. It's something for, but when hobby becomes something bigger than hobby, like you doing, maybe it can make money. Maybe it, I would connect with it my future. is go to projects. And I believe I have something as well here. Home, household, work, family, hobbies, health, projects, maybe money, maybe organization. I don't exactly remember. I need to think again. Money, organization. Maybe we call it. Maybe we call it like energy, money, time, organization. So basically, what we are doing right now. So, and then household, and you could again create some categories. Again, not too many, maybe just under 5, 7. It's not exact number, but doesn't make sense create like 20 categories, of course. So try to create less, and maybe you could put something into that, again, into some hierarchical order. Why it's important, I'll tell you, because okay, so about family, let's say that you probably I have wife, or let's call it maybe for your partner. I have like kids, I have like parents, parents, I have friends. So it would be those categories, and then what to do with each. I have some other subcategories, more and more, yeah, on deep level. Uh, so the same with home, household. Like maybe you should do some, I don't know, maintenance. Is it the word? I barely, I really not often write some complex words with issues. Maintenance, uh, some fixing the things, again, some cleaning, organizing, and so on. Maybe some other categories. I understand that organizing here could go in some intersects with energy, money, time organization, but yeah, we'll look at it. So, and why it's important to keep that simple? Because when we create our plans, especially it's working for me, and then for maintenance. So let's see, maintenance or fixing. I like fix the wall in the garage. Example, I have some. Let's imagine I have hole or not imagine in the wall. I need to fix, and maybe even not. Maybe even something like that. Why? Mm, yeah, I'm trying to get to it all the time, but yeah, still couldn't install LED lights from beautiful atmosphere. Remove needed. So you see, I'm mixing here. I'm mixing really a lot. It's basically how it could work in multiple ways. So maybe it's better to put some home and areas. Why? Yeah, again, I'll come to that. So now for me, when I have some exact task, fix the wall in the garage, and now I could do like throw away some old stuff which already waiting in bags and just review old and now old boxes. I'm just guessing again. It's not exactly my task to-do list, but let's imagine. So, and then I have home, household, and garage, patio, and some exact task. Of course, it's good to have not too many tasks. So it would be cool if we can organize this thing in our head, how it's intuitive for us. So in every end level, we don't have too many leaves, let's say that. So too many tasks, which are very practical tasks. So what we see like our all our things we need to do. Let's say wife, partner, buy present for a birthday. Again, it's closest task. Yes. So we have all those tasks. And sometimes we could review them when we do a planning for a week. And because if we don't review them and we say, okay, what I'll do this week, and you can go really wild and say, okay, I really don't remember I need something to do and I won't just enjoy this week. I will watch movies, etc., and do something which is very cool. For example, some projects, and let's call it like project one. Let's say it YouTube. Project two. Let's call it some software with AI. Just examples. Yeah, and here it will be just create a plan for the next stream series. Create ED account and advertisement. Okay. Advertise it. It doesn't want to help me now. Okay. So, and we review them because it's good to have all the tasks we have. Review them when you are calm because, yeah, it could be a lot. And then you see that some tasks are, let's say, high priority, like priority 0. Let's call priority full word. Maybe we think how we could maybe mark them or whatever. So, and you say, okay, but instead of writing the task in your week plan, you just write, okay, I have priority 0 in my garage. I want to put my garage work into my plan for a week. And for example, you have like 5 working days. Saturday you spend with family somewhere outside. Sunday you relaxing, preparing for the next week. And 5 days in the week, you know that like 3 days you don't have work late and you still have some time to spend for something, yeah, for doing some work. And for example, for 2 of those days you want to work on your projects, maybe, or maybe for 1 day, maybe for every day you have at least hour to work on a project. So it's up to you. It's very dependable. And you see, okay, also I want to include that some homework, and you just say home and say not fix the wall in the garage, but garage. With that it's, it's don't create such a big pressure for you, because you see, okay, garage, I need to do something in garage. Maybe you remember that you need to do the wall, or maybe you think, okay, maybe you have two priority zeros, and you want to say, okay, at least I have some options, at least, even if I completely don't have any energy to do that task, maybe I could do something different. So for me, it's helping when I see in like plan for the week. We will review how it could look like. I see not exact task on the high level, yes, but something where I could choose from, or some words, or really short things. With that, it's, I mean, I couldn't fool myself and say, okay, garage, I just built new garage. No, I understand that it should be done something in the garage, but I don't want to connect very hard to some specific task, even if the task I will do. Yeah, it sounds not maybe not so cool, but maybe when I provide some examples later, you see that how it will work, at least for me. So yeah, full list of the task. It's something you need to keep to do and to keep more or less up to date. It's something I need to do as well, because I had this list before, and but then I stopped maintaining that list, and it's actually not doing a good thing for me, because sometimes I'm saying, okay, I need to do the task, I need to do the task, I need to do the task, and I couldn't do that task for a week, and then I just forgot about it. You know, just forgot. I mean, it's not super pooper important and critical task, but it's high importance. But because I worried about it too much for a whole week, I just forgot it. I don't know how it's working, but okay, I just let it go. And then yeah, it's still not done. And then when I remember about it, I just feel very badly and low energy and everything. So yeah, it's always, you should put everything you need to do into some place and say, now it's your place and I will not worry about you. But at the same time, you should review that. So you should understand. So you're not playing some games with you. You just put everything into the list and just free your mind. And then when you do work, you just do what you have in your list. And if something is really become really critical and important, you just upgrade its priority, put it in your list, in your daily plan, and then it will work how you plan. So yeah, I'll show you how my week plan transformed into daily plans with some examples probably. But it's full things of a full list of everything you should do and you keep in memory. Believe me, it helped me in past, and I need to do it right now because I feel that now I low energy. And again, it's a loop. It's a loop, it's loop, it's loop. It's mean you don't do that because you don't have energy, but because you don't do that, and you still couldn't receive more energy. So yes, we'll think how to plan all of those for person who really need to get started. Again, as I said before, with small steps, everything is possible. Okay, so I think for today it's all. It's about more than 40 minutes. I still need to do my Duolingo. Otherwise, I will be late and lose the day. So I have about 10 minutes to do it. So I wish you a good time of the day. I wish you very cozy atmosphere in your inside you. So you have moments of harmony with yourself, and with that you could create such moments to your close one, at least give them some love, and some acceptance which don't depends undependable of everything, some acceptance and love. They will appreciate it, believe me. And yeah, that's it. See you tomorrow. If you have any questions, put your comments below the stream. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Goodbye.